Hello Libra, welcome to your reading for mid-August. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Alright, now I'm primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. And if this reading does indeed resonate with you, then any interaction with it, whether it's a like or a comment or a subscribe, will not only help my channel grow, it's going to add your energy to the collective pool and just make it easier for me to read for everyone just a little bit better. Now, I'm going to be freestyling your tarot spread, starting off with some oracle cards. Towards the end of the reading, I will be pulling or rolling a few dice to get some initials and angel numbers and sun signs, so make sure you stick around for that. Now, this flipped over. Clear your mind. Last quarter moon in Gemini. I'm laughing because Mercury, the planet that rules the mind, is in shadow. It's due to go retrograde on the 23rd and it's going to go retrograde in Virgo. Sometimes it's easier to surrender, right? You are an air sign, Libra, and it's very easy for you to ask a multitude of questions. It's very easy for you to start questioning everything and expecting the answers instantly. That's not going to happen right now. There's a stalemate energy, not just Mercury, Venus, Uranus soon, Jupiter soon, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto are all in retrograde. The universe is doing a little moonwalk. When these planets are moving backwards in the sky, things are lulled, things are slow, and the only thing we can do is surrender. This is not the time to have difficult conversations. It is not the time to, well, I'm not going to say manifest. It's okay for you to manifest, but it's not okay for you to expect the results of those manifestations to come in as quickly as they usually would, right? Start a meditation practice if you don't have one in place. Start a journaling routine if you don't have one in place. This is the time for you to review, reflect, and revise. And then we have Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit. Not just to other people, but to yourself as well. The Lion Spirit talks about the heart chakra. This talks about the 5th house energy, right? This is unconditional love for self and others. I feel like some of you, your frequency may have been lowered because of the variables in your life. People who come and go, flavors of the month, I call them variables. They come in, reduce your frequency. It's like turning off a light switch. Reduce your frequency and they're out the door and you're left cleaning up the mess. You're left picking up the pieces. The best thing you can do is to keep your circle small and be generous to the people who truly deserve that generosity. Right? You're ruled by Venus, for crying out loud. You're ruled by the planet of love and luxury and creativity and joy. So you have a lot of that wonderfulness to give out. But very much like Gemini, I gave them the same lecture. I feel like some of you may be giving to the wrong people, where you're having to clear your mind. You know how when you go out somewhere, you're socializing and you come back and you're drained out, you're completely exhausted. That's not physical exhaustion. That's spiritual exhaustion, because people are just taking. And this is the day and age, the generation of energy vampires, where people draw out from you and don't put enough back in. I'm not asking you to isolate yourself by any means. I'm just asking you to be very careful about who has access to you. Yep, Queen of Cups. The queen of unconditional love, the queen of the biggest heart out there, no gender in tarot. The 4 of Swords, there we go. The 4 of Swords is a card of meditation. It is a card of healing and isolation and solitude. I feel like your heart needs a break. 7 of Swords, exactly. In and out energy, variables. Surround yourself with constants, my friend. I feel like people come and go. But there are a few people in your soul tribe that are always going to nourish you, always going to protect you and give back. My dogs are awake, pardon me. Right. And even when it comes to your personal relationships, like companionships, right? I feel like whoever it is that you were specifically dealing with may not have had a long-term plan. The Seven of Swords is 1 foot out the door energy. I feel like you had a completely different blueprint. How beautiful are these cards? I cannot stop looking at them. The Emperor is card number 4, right? And again, regardless of gender, this is cardinal fire energy. This is the 4 walls of a home. This is the 4 seasons, the 4 cardinal directions. This is permanence, things that are very unchanging. I feel like that's what you've been manifesting. That's what you've wanted. But this energy, whoever's energy this is anything but. This is confusion. This is leaving you with questions. I've been talking about cardinality. We have cardinal fire and we have cardinal water. Beautiful. Cancer energy. If you have heavy Cancer placements, go watch the Cancer reading. Movement. Some of you may want to move homes. I'm looking at those turtles. Turtles carry their homes on their backs. Feel like some of you are not happy where you are. Some of you may just need to travel. I see a turtle here as well with the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Empress. How beautiful is this energy? The Emperor to the Empress. If I just look at this row right here at the bottom, I see a beautiful, healthy relationship. I see victory. I see recognition. I see a sense of direction and purpose. But when I look at these 2 cards, I'm completely put off. I feel like if you're thinking about someone right now, both of you have the same end goal. But the problem is the way you are executing the situation, the way you are, the actions that you are taking, the thoughts that you are thinking are conducive to the growth of this relationship. But this person is carrying almost like a dismissive, avoidant attachment style. And it's not their fault. It's not because there isn't any love here. It's not because there isn't any generosity of spirit here. It's just that there are triggers and traumas that this person is carrying that are preventing them from wholeheartedly committing in this situation, which is leaving you vulnerable, which is leaving you in a state where you have to constantly heal from this. 5 of Pentacles, exactly. Some of you may have abandonment issues, and to be very frank with you, we all have abandonment issues. Our first abandonment trauma is when we are separated from our mothers at birth, when the umbilical cord is cut. So whenever we experience separation, when someone even ignores, let's say, a text message for a day, that abandonment wound gets triggered. And this is deep psychological stuff. You may think I'm completely crazy and ranting nonsense, but it's true. Do a little bit of research. Study psychology. Truly understand why people do the things they do and why we react to those things the way we do. I feel like the plan that you have for this situation is wonderful, is beautiful. But you may have allowed yourself to build a home in another person when you just had to build that home within you. The turtle. When you build a home in another person, when you depend so much on another person emotionally, you give them the permission to render you homeless whenever they want. And if this person is constantly in the 7 of Swords energy, I feel like that happens a lot. The High Priestess. I'm going to get one more card here. And the Death card. Don't forget your spirituality. Don't forget ancestral wisdom. You know, sometimes I don't want to become a sage in front of you. I don't want to spew out nonsense and sound self-righteous. But I've been on this journey, so I can say this to you with complete authority. Sometimes when life gets painful, we start swimming in the 3D. We get so detached from our higher selves, from our inner childs, from source energy, that we forget that our main purpose in this lifetime is to ascend. The main purpose of your soul in this lifetime is to ascend and not carry on more karma to the next lifetime. With the Death card and the High Priestess, I feel like you've been ignoring a part of yourself that needs recognition. This clear your mind is literal meditation, I feel. It is a literal connection that you may have lost to your higher self. Be generous of spirit. You're not being generous to yourself. You are allowing whatever pain this is to take over not just your conscious mind but your subconscious mind as well. So while your adult self is feeling abandoned, you're abandoning your inner child as well. Overall, I feel like you've given somebody else the permission to make you feel this way. Judgment. Beautiful. There will be a wake-up call. I suddenly got, no one loves like you, Libra. I feel like this person is telling themselves that no one loves like you. There's a dawning, there's an awakening, there's a realization. Now, this is a 2-week energy update. I don't think this epiphany is going to happen instantly, especially while your ruler, Venus, the planet of love, is retrograding. But post the 5th of September, things may start to shift, things may start to change. They're not going to change if you keep sitting in this frequency of the 5 of Pentacles, where you're feeling abandoned and left out and lonely. Be generous of spirit. Show gratitude. Clear your mind. Remove the clutter. Remove the variables. Remove thoughts that don't belong to your higher self. The 2 of Swords. Interesting. The decision will be yours to make, is what I'm getting. And I feel like some of you may elevate to such a high level that you may even say no. You may even say no to things that you have been manifesting for the longest time. You see that heart right here. And look at that. It's almost like a self-preservation pose. That no, I don't want it. And that happens, when you heal successfully. Your body, your mind, your spirit automatically starts rejecting situations and people that you have to constantly heal from. Because healing is painful. The dark night of the soul is painful. So while earlier you may have been attracting that shadow, attracting people who truly need help, once you heal from them, you realize that peace of mind, sanctity of mind, takes precedence over anything else. The 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the Empress. Feel like you're telling yourselves that you deserve better, and you do. 3 of Cups again with the 6 of Wands. The Magician. I need one more. And the King of Wands. If you are manifesting a return, 8 of Swords. Don't manifest a particular person. Okay? Manifest love as a whole. Put an umbrella over your manifestation. When you're stirring your manifestation into your coffee, or you're taking your first steps to the bathroom, whatever it is you're doing, whatever your gratitude routine is, whenever you are manifesting, look at the bigger picture. A lot of these manifestation coaches, they talk about saying a person's name 3 times and putting their name under your pillow and all that gibberish, all that nonsense. Manifest joy, manifest love, manifest a life full of peace. The universe knows exactly what to give you. It's like you need a sweater, right? Whether it's pink or it's yellow, it doesn't matter. You're cold, right? You just need a sweater. You're going to look good in both. But once we start putting too much pressure on the universe, it takes a backseat. It says, oh, well, this person knows how to do life, how to handle life. They don't need me. But if you just give the universe permission to bring you that love, let it bring it to you in whichever state that it thinks is right for you. I feel like you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of joy to distribute and share with the person that we're talking about. There's a lot of generosity within you. But I feel like at least right now, it's going to the wrong basket. This wake-up call, whatever this is, this sense of purpose and direction, whatever it is, this realization of this divine connection, I see it happening. I see it coming about. But I feel like your mind is very muddled right now. And till you clear it, till you surrender to source, till you surrender to the universe, this is going to take even longer to come in. We cannot speed up the universe. We cannot speed up the healing of whoever this is. We cannot speed up that epiphany. All we can do is cater to ourselves, especially our higher selves and our inner child at this time. Healing is very, very important for you right now, Libra. Sometimes we start manifesting relationships and we're not even ready for them. You know? We're not healed enough for them. And then all of that backfires. So make sure you are ready. And then you'll attract someone who's ready as well. Now we have the letter R, we have N, we have Z, we have T, we have T again, we have L, and we have B. These could be your initials, they could be the initials of someone you're dealing with, doesn't have to be. But just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. Alright, we have Pisces, we have the number 5. Now Pisces energy is important here because Neptune and Saturn are both in Pisces and I think they're both retrograding. Yep, they're both retrograding. Pisces energy talks about being free-flowing, being mutable, right? This is about being a sponge and absorbing everything around you. It could be bad emotion, it could be good emotion. While Saturn is retrograding here, our main lesson right now is to draw energetic boundaries, is to make sure we're not absorbing frequencies that don't belong to us. All right. And then we have Jupiter. Beautiful. I will talk about the number 5. Jupiter is due to go retrograde in September. Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion and optimism and joy and travel. Make the most of Jupiterian energy. It is sending you that generosity. It is sending you ammunition, literally. It's trying to add a bounce to your step. Use that energy wisely. Don't let it go to waste. It can go to waste if we keep sitting in this 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords energy within our minds. Start looking at the bigger picture of your life. Start, like I said, umbrella manifesting, as I call it. Give the universe a little bit of space. And then we have the number 5. If you've been seeing 555 a lot, even if you haven't been, this is a sign of change. Change for the good, change for the bad. It doesn't matter. Let change happen because stagnancy is our worst enemy. We cannot stagnate. Whatever change is coming about here, you may feel that it's uncomfortable. You may feel that you don't want to see it. You don't want to experience it. But if you're sitting in this 2 of Swords energy, in this stalemate energy forever, you're going to stunt your own growth. Right? If tower moments want to happen, let them happen. Let them come in. Let them destroy the foundation that you're building. You may be building on a very weak one. Right? There's another beautiful plot of land that the universe wants to give you where you can start building afresh. Either that's a new relationship for you, or it could just be a restart to an old one, but on a better foundation, on a better playing field. Let this person heal, and I feel like you need to do the same as well. Clear your mind. Start a meditation practice. All right, Libra, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.